Alright, so I'm going to make this video about doing edges, because this is a perfect place to give an example. I've already done up there, as you can see, all the line up the edge, and here I've already done here. Now I'm going to work into here and go around this yard, because this one's got I'll leave a gap in between where the garden edging is and the grass, but at the moment it hasn't been done in a while, so it's going to be easy to see where I've been. But yeah, there's a few different ways of whippersnipping the edge. I'll show you a few basic ones, nothing hard about it, but it's just something that I guess some people never been shown. You can either do it flat like this, or you can turn it upside down like this, which gives a much finer line, deeper edge, and it's just gives a much more professional edge if you do it this way, like that. And but yeah, you can do the edge just flat on the diagonal if you want, but I'll always go around twice, because I'll do the fine edge first and then I'll do the other edge, which is just on top like this, last. Way I could sounds simple, I guess, but yeah, we've never been shown. Didn't know how to do it correctly like that. Hope this will show alright. First thing I'm going to do is go around the fine edge. last of it will be blown clean out of that trench or gap, and then after that you mow last, of course, because you're going to catch all that crap that comes out onto the lawn. If there's any left, that's just got to be pulled out by hand, which there more than likely will be. But I'll do all the way around this edge now. You can see some parts are thicker than others, but you can't even see it there. I'll just leave this somewhere where hopefully you can see here. Yeah. ideally be best to do the edge and then spray into that little channel, just to kill off all the grass that's trying to come back up. Once I blow it out onto the lawn, you can understand that's how it's gone from looking pretty crap to good. I'll just do the rest now. Get the shot after. I suppose I should show my faster method as well. This is a better method than the slower method. The faster method, you just put the whippersnipper in on a diagonal, in behind the line of the grass there. I'll show you. The only problem with that one is because you're facing that way, it's all going into the garden. It's fast, gets that edge showing quick. Then you got to get the blower and try and get it all out of the garden. Not ideal, but it is faster if you're ever in a rush. Still gets a good edge. Bit of spray on there wouldn't hurt now. But not in there, never in a garden. Don't put any spray in the garden. Okay, I'll keep going. So next I'm going to show, you can see the edges I've done from here. I'll show you how to do this edge, because it's just a flat edge against those tin edging. Something else to think about, if it's tin it's all good, but a lot of these are plastic. So you've got to have superior hand-eye coordination to not crack the plastic, or you just got to go very, very slowly and have a lot of patience. I suggest having a lot of patience at first, because you will hack into that plastic, and of course once it's cracked you can't fix it. So I'm going to come right around here. See all these, a wooden edge there, no worries, I can hack in there, hack all that crow's foot away. Along here there is an edge, very hard to see, coming along beside a car. It's going to shoot that way. If I've got the whippersnipper turned upside down, it's going to shoot that way, so make sure it's always facing the right way. Got to watch where everything's going to go. Never whippersnip on the rocks. Spray on the rocks. I could whippersnip along here very careful, but generally it's on rocks. Spray it. Don't whippersnip, because it's just going to shoot and hit windows. Rightio, so now for the job. Don't forget, you always got to whippersnip around a clothesline. Never forget that, because it stands out. You can see this has been mowed a week ago, but that's as close as you could get with a mower, because you've got a ride on. Rightio, so next step, get to work, do the job. Just got to get it out of the sun. Hopefully so you can see. Where's the sun? Straight above me. I'll put it over here in the shade. So what I really got to do is go flat along that edge and that edge and that edge, and vertical along the front one. down there. Of course, you might have noticed after I did it vertically here, I went along flat, making sure the whippersnipper was facing to the left. That's why I always go anti-clockwise. Shoots from there over there, and you can see where I whippersnipped all the grass has come inwards. So now when it gets mowed, it'll get shredded or picked up. But my next job will get the blower out now and blow all the crap away, or just blow it back onto the lawn. I've got needs back. All it needs now is either pulling them out by hand in the trench, or spray in the dirt, and that'll clear that up. But it looks way better now. Once it gets mowed, it'll look $1 million, as they say. Wouldn't cost $1 million. Costs about $50 probably, but yeah, there. Hopefully I've explained a few different ways to whippersnip there. I can think of a few more in the top of my head, but just for now I might leave it at that and move on to my next job, because all I have to do here is weed and whippersnip. Just a hand's throw away from Mount Roland. This is the last place I've worked in today. This is actually, I've never been here before. I actually thought this was much closer to home, but it's about 8 kilometres, 9 kilometres from my house, and I thought I lived a long way up nowhere. But anyway, she's all good, nice out here. And look at that, a couple of horses, a white horse, a nice white horse out there. Oh, that didn't show very well, did it? There you are, there's a white horse. Where are you, white horse? There, somewhere. Oh, there. Is that it? Yeah. Yeah, there. Gee.